before I get into the story, I created this myself, and you might think I'm weird for that, but don't think that. All right, here we go. The people here in the settlement, they aren't the nicest people, but they're way better than things I've experienced. There's 4 places you don't want to go in this world: the highway, the sewer, 44th Street, and the tower. The worst of these is 44th Street. But if you want to know, I can tell a story about that place. It started during the first part of the outbreak, tainted water and other things. People were running, trying to get into this one little settlement. Well, not little. Actually, it was really big now if I think about it. It had multiple areas and a lot of places so people can get better. The main worst part of me being there is that the things I experienced. While being at the settlement, while people were rushing, a person found water. This water was a trick. It was also tainted by the soldiers who came into our city. They found this. I could tell why he was confused and didn't know if it was tainted. It was in a supply drop. If you saw one of those during this time, you would grab it too. He came to the settlement and started selling the tainted water. This turned them into crazy. But the worst part was in the medical bay. The nurses and doctors gave them the water, turning them into these things. They overpowered the soldiers and knocked out cars. They blocked off that area completely. The worst part was that there were still people alive. They were running, trying to live. The military didn't do anything. If they got in 4 miles into that area, they'd be shot on sight. People lined up at the gate to get out, screaming, but as the military does, they wait for orders. They weren't giving any orders to be able to let the people out, so they stayed put, not letting anyone out. I didn't want to die. I went into the sewers. At this point, the military's main plan, before the tainted water got inside the gate, was to surround this entire area. They failed miserably. At this point, there's a stronger type. They would kill anyone in the sewer, even if it was their own kind. This was the worst part of it. While I was running through there, I somehow survived. I found a group. These group were of 40, but they said they were of 50. People were injured, a lot of them. Well, as the story went, the military found them. They got into a massive firefight with a whole crap load of soldiers dying because they couldn't see down there. But the rest had flashlights and more. They were all labeled missing, but I'm pretty sure the military knew they were down there. A dead soldier who died from a knife wound was there. I just gotta open this door, sorry. Back to the story. Was there. They picked up the smoke grenade, dropped it on the floor, and the smoke filled up the cave. They were able to get out just in time. Their men were injured. 10 died. As I was getting through the cave, I found a soldier. His toe was cut off. He died from the infection. I picked up a note, and then I picked up a map. The note didn't say much, just where certain areas are in the main station. I didn't know what they were talking about. I got out, somehow, to a cave. I thought I wouldn't be on the map, but when I looked, it's the first thing you saw. It had a big red circle on it, and then red arrows. And it said, go here if the infection worsened. So I knew about his toe. Clearly, it wasn't, he didn't